Hey guys, Pogo here, and welcome to the first episode of Economy Miniseries. In this mini-series, we are going to learn how to make an economy plugin. We're going to go through the saving and loading of player data, creating the commands, and finally, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to implement Vault so that you can use this economy. So any plugin that uses Vault can tap into this plugin. So in one of the first episodes, I think it was the ninth episode, I taught you guys how to use Vault, which is an API for charging players to get a kit, I believe it was. So now with this economy plugin, you will be able to interface that with Vault. So any plugin that uses Vault Vault can bridge between the two of them. Now, before we begin, I just want to say thank you because a few days ago I surpassed the 100,000 views mark. I'm not sure what we're at right now, but let's take a look and see. So as you can see, we are now at 106,466 views and 1,722 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. It's really amazing that my videos have been watched over almost 106,500 times. It's pretty crazy when you stop and think about it. So thank you very much, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So in this episode, we are going to work on the settings manager. And I know that we have done a settings manager many times and many different versions of it. But in this episode, we are actually going to make our own. We're going to customize the settings manager to fit this plugin, because it's easier when you have methods that will do exactly what you want than having to remember what you need to do. Like them having to remember exactly which keys and what values are returned. So we're just going to make it very easy. So we have our standard settings manager. We have our singleton up here. So there's only one instance of it. We have setup, which I did do in the main right there. Which goes through everything. We have the get method, set method, create configuration section method, save method, and then get plugin method, which allows you to access the plugin from anywhere in the main class, from anywhere in the plugin. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually remove, or at least for now, we're going to comment out the get and set methods, because we're actually going to go ahead and change them. So the first thing that we're going to do is right up here, we're going to rename it from config.yml to money.yml. I think it would make more sense, because this is going to be a simple economy plugin. It's going to save and load the balance for each player. It will have a command to view your balance, to add and remove from the balance. Add and remove can and will have permission nodes, so administrators can do that. You can do other things like a transfer is very simple. You just take some money away from one account and put it into another account. So I'm not going to get into that because there's no real need. So it's going to be a simple plugin. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and make is a public int get balance for player P. And when we want to get their balance, the main command, so like if you run /eco or whatever the command will be, and you don't pass it any arguments, it'll just tell you your balance. So if I pass it a player, then we're going to go ahead and say return config.get or getInt, and the position and the value is going to be money.p.getName. So the way that it will be stored is it'll say like money, if I could spell, and then it would say like pogo stick 29 has $29 and blah has, $67. So that's how the configuration is going to work. We're just going to make it very, very simple. You guys can add more features. So that's our get balance method, and that pretty much takes care of getting, because that's the only thing that we're going to store. Then we're going to have a public void set balance player P. And then we're also going to, up here, we're going to have a public void add balance player P int amount, public void remove balance player P int amount, and then set balance is also going to take an int amount. And these methods are just for adding balance, removing balance, and setting balance. And it's just going to make it easier. We could just have set balance, but then you'd have to get their balance every time you wanted to add or remove instead of just setting it. So for add balance, we're going to go ahead and say set balance for P, and then get balance P plus AMNT. So we're going to set their balance to for the player to get their balance, and then we're going to add the amount. And when we do the command for this, we're gonna have to like for remove balance, we're gonna have to check and make sure that they won't go into the negative. But next, we're gonna go ahead and say set balance. We can actually just copy this line. So it's going to be set balance, and it's going to be minus amount. And set balance is going to be config.set money.p.getName to AMNT. And then we're going to go ahead and call save. Now we can go ahead and delete set get and create configuration section because we don't need any of those. And the save method, I guess the only time we save is in set balance, so you could just, move that in there, but I might as well just leave it. And then we have our get plugin method. Go ahead and organize your imports. That's Command-Shift-O, for those of you guys that don't remember. And that's pretty much all that we want to do as far as the setting manager. We can get the balance of the player, we can add the balance of the player, we can remove the balance, remove some balance from the player, and we can also set the balance of the player. And that's pretty much all that we're going to want to do with the settings manager. Now, normal miniseries or other series like Paintball and Magic Battle, those each lasted for 10 episodes. And this miniseries, the Economy miniseries, is going to last for, I want to say, around 5. It's going to be this episode, 1 or 2 on commands, and then 1 on Vault. So it'll take between 3 and 5. And after this, if you guys are interested, then we'll go ahead and make a permissions plugin that add and remove permissions, and that will also integrate with Vault. I have gotten a bunch of requests for this and permissions, so I hope that you guys are interested in this, and I'll definitely try to get back into putting some more videos out. Alright, that's all for this episode. We customized the settings manager for everything we need. As always, subscribe if you want to see more. Comment with what you want to learn, and let me know if you guys are interested in this, and if there are any features that you want in the Economy or Permissions plugin, well, for now, the Economy plugin, that I did not mention today that you don't think you could do by yourself. So, if there's some feature that you really want to see, but you don't know how you would go about implementing it yourself, leave a comment, and I could probably cover it. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. And I will see you guys soon with the next episode. Goodbye.